Good morning, Brave Awakened Ones. Veronica of Higher Realm Holistics, Medical Empathic Intuitive, Certified Integrative Holistic Health Nurse, Spiritual Counselor and Guide, and author of the children's book, How the Caterpillar Flew. Happy March 5th, everyone, 2019. Want to say a great thank you to my Patreons and supporters and subscribers. Thank you guys for all the love and support. And I hope I'm giving it back to you. And, revealing as much as I can, guiding as best as I can, playing my part in this whole ascension thing. And hopefully, today's a major milestone for me, major gateway for me and for all of us that want to let you guys know that the gateway's open. The gateway's opening, this great gateway to release the Kali Yuga fire energy, which is what my oversoul calls it, and AKA the great solar flare, great solar flash energy, that we feel the full brunt of it coming through. The full brunt of it will be experienced by the collective between the 19th and the 31st of March. The great equinox gateway will be fully open by the 21st, but it starts opening now. But I started feeling the energies a couple of weeks ago, actually. Check out my videos. I talked about it. And this video is entitled Why Starseeds Have the Birthday Blues. And this starseed right here, hi guys, today's my birthday, March 5th. Double Pisces and Taurus moon, 29-degree Pisces, and today's a firework day. Today and tomorrow, this 29 degrees is very, very busy. These next couple of days, today and tomorrow, because of the gateway, the opening of the gateway. You have your new moon coming tomorrow. Today is the last quarter of the moon on 29 degrees of Pisces. You have Uranus going into Taurus, 29 degrees, and you have Mercury retrograde today. Ooh, happy Mercury retrograde. Not too many people like that, but I know for me, I don't mind it. I've been following Mercury retrograde since I was a kid intently, because my younger sister's obsessed with Mercury retrograde. It scares the hell out of her, but it doesn't bother me. So we've been, because of our Wicca background since we were children, we follow the planets, and especially the moon and Mercury retrograde, very intently. But when we do our little, candle stuff when we were younger. And then in college for a year, I took astronomy just to get a grip on the more scientific end of it. So, that's cool. Any which ways. Oh, I just want to let you guys know, when I look up things, to know the movements of the planets and stuff, I go to AstroSeeks and I go to Astro Tools, and they have a great chart there that I like to look at the chart and everything like that to get a grip of what's going on. No, I'm not an astronomer. I don't consider myself that. If I do charts, it's just for myself or for, my sisters who I know very well, or for my kids like that. I don't do it for others. I use it as a guide. When I know certain energies are coming in, I'm like, okay, what's in play? What's going on? And I have a great connection with the cosmos that happened a couple of years ago, where at a certain point of my ascension, I literally merged with the planets. I merged with the constellations, with the suns, and it was I felt them breathing and talking to me. They were alive. When you guys get to that, if you haven't yet, it's beyond amazing. Trust me, it's not even, I thought, I was feeling it before since I was a child, that whole feeling guy's heartbeat and stuff, but this was a different ball game. And I was just like, holy crap, they're alive. They're alive. I mean, alive, like you and me alive. Yeah, it was beyond. The experience was beyond when I got to experience that, when I was taken to that level. It was ridiculous. So I want to talk about the birthday blues that starseeds get. Now, you could be a light worker and not be a starseed. You could be an earth soul, you know. You can be an elemental earth soul that's been hanging around for a while. Or you can have part of that, you know. It's like everyone's a mutt, you know. Not everybody, but most are mutts when it comes to angelic soul, human soul. And again, I was told by Thoth, expand your knowledge, expand your mind when it comes to human souls. Earthians, as I call them, those born from Gaia of Earth, they're also human. They're human when you say human, but also Palladians are human souls, Syrians are human souls. It's like saying you're from a different country, but you're still people, right? So it's the same thing. So if I don't resonate with you, that's fine. And I'm not here to debate you. Seriously, if you try to start arguing with me, I'm just going to delete your comments because I'm over it. It's not that I don't welcome opinions. I just can't stand people trying to cause strife. I've had enough with that crap. So, just look at my grocery list is all I'm looking at. I don't know why I'm fidgeting with it. So, because I don't like talking about birthdays. Let's put it that way, especially mine and today's mine. When it comes to the birthday blues and starseeds, I remember when I first felt that, came into knowing of that separation, it was when I first met my mother. Now you're saying, didn't you always know your mother? My mother had me, and then she left when I was 3 months old, and then I didn't see her again until I was like 3.5. And when I first met her, it was daunting. My uncle was first it was my dad. It was my dad and my uncle who were, taking care of me and my grandmother when I was in Haiti. And then I came to the U.S. when I was 3. Yeah, I was 3 years old. And I met my mom, and I didn't know who the heck she was. And she insisted on that I call her mommy. And I was like, no, you're a lady. You're that lady. I just referred to her as lady. I didn't know who she was. It was frightening. And she immediately started beating me because I wouldn't call her mom. I didn't know her. So I was, the reason why she frightened me so much, I didn't know who the heck she was. My older sister knew because she was 6. And I wouldn't call her mommy, was because I didn't feel a connection to her. I never felt a connection to anyone except my older sister. Didn't feel a connection to anyone. Even though my father was there when I was little. Last time I saw him, I was 4 years old. The last time I saw my dad, because he got remarried and my mom wouldn't let us see him anymore once that happened. I never felt a connection with him either. I just felt like, literally, it's like, not just feel, it's like I knew I just came through them. It's like being in the world but not of the world. Like Jesus says, being in the world but not of the world. I've always had that feeling that I'm in it but not of it. And I know many of you starseeds can relate. So every time my birthday would roll around, I remember the first time I did this, I was like 4 or 5 years old. Yeah, 5. Yeah, I was 5 because I'm picturing myself in my little green dress. My younger sister, who was 2 at the time, running around naked. She was always naked. And it was my birthday, and I was like this. I remember the picture. I was just like, ugh, with my pigtails. And there's the candle with the 5 and the cake. And I'm just like, and I would always catch it. The worst beatings I'd get was always on my birthday, up till the time when I was like, 18. The worst beatings I'd get would be on my birthday because I was always suppressed. And I would always say, like, why do I have to be here? How did I get here? And I'd be very upset with God, with Source Creator. I'd be like, of all people that you chose me to come through, why this one? Why this family? I didn't understand at the time it was for me to transmute the negative energy, the dark energy, and clean up the bloodline. I did not realize that until much later, you know, when I was in my 30s. I didn't realize that until I was in my 30s. I just knew that my parents were portals. And I felt no other connection to them except for the fact that they were portals that I came through. Sorry for the background noise. Come all the trucks, the mall across the canal. So yeah, I literally that's what I felt like. They were just portals. And I was upset with God. Every birthday, I'd get angry and angry and angrier, and like, why did you freaking do this to me? And you know, this morning when I was at my altar, I kind of felt the same way. Again, I was like, only you understand why. I understand the purpose of my birth, and this is the oldest. I've said this before. Yeah, this is the oldest I've gotten. Because all the other lifetimes, my life was always cut short. I was martyred and beaten. The last lifetime I had, I was running away from an arranged marriage, and I was beaten to death by my father and my brother, which is also why I had such a dislike for men, and marriage also to boot. The idea of marriage was like horrifying to me as a kid. I always said never wanted to be married. So it's that disconnect and that feeling, that absence, that source is so far away, that I'm so far away from home. And it's not necessarily saying far away from home as in far away from Sirius or the Pleiades or something like that. It's far away from home as in my mother, father, God, my true parent. Last birthday, I was given a really wonderful gift. Oh, I feel really verklempt now. I was given a wonderful gift of, because my thing was, it's like, did I ever know what it was like to have that bond with a father or a mother here on earth? Did I ever experience that? And what does that feel like? Because I think of my friends and that I grew up with, and I see how, oh my God, I would die for my mom, or I would die for my dad. I have so much closeness with my dad, and it's like, I don't know what that feels like. I want to know what that feels like. And one day I was at my meditation spot, and it's at this little bay that I walk to. It's kind of hidden corner of the community, and I was meditating, and I opened my eyes, and I saw this little girl and this woman, and they were obviously Indian, from India, and they were bathing together in this lake, and the mother had so much love for this little girl, and I was like, oh my God, the tears just came pouring down, because it's like, I knew that was me. And I felt that motherly love for the first time in my incarnation. I felt that motherly love for the first time in this lifetime. And then another time at the same spot, it was earlier that week, I opened my eyes because I was told to go there and then I would meet my father. I was like, okay. And I went there, and at the time I thought I was merging with one of my soul aspects, which is Harriet Tubman. And I was told to go back to my my spot, and that my father will be there. And I was at my father, and then I was meditating. I heard the laughing of a male and a child, a little girl. I opened my eyes, and it was this little girl between 5 and 7 playing with her father, and they looked like slaves. And he was picking a white hydrangea, which I was shown when Harriet Tubman first came to me to go buy a white hydrangea plant for her. That was her favorite flower. And he was there and he gave her a white hydrangea. And it was just this, he was playing like this beat up guitar and stuff for her, and she was dancing. And I knew that was me, that was part of me experiencing that. And it was just an amazing feeling. And then later on in doing my research on Harriet Tubman, I found out that was her favorite flower, the white hydrangea. So that was pretty amazing. So I got to know what that felt like. Even if it's not in this lifetime, at least I got to know what that felt like. So that is why, Starseeds have that blues. That's my take on it. It's that being so far away from source, we understand what that's like because of our level of awakenedness. Our soul level, the level of the awakenedness of our soul. Because like you think of, your regular religious person, they're so connected to the 3D aspect of parents. Not to say, of course, that's not important, because I wanted to know what that felt like. And to be gifted that, to see what it felt like to have a father, to see what it felt like to have an earth mother, felt amazing. Those feelings. And ever since then, I was able to totally release my mother and father when it comes to forgiveness. I forgave my mom for the abuse and things like that. My dad for, letting us go. And I used to write him constantly and tell him what she's doing to me. And he kept promising to come get me, but didn't. So that abandonment was an issue. But ever since I got to experience that, I was like, okay, that was enough to fill me. It was enough to fill me. So I hope you guys who feel that's that loss, that's that space, that distance, pray for it. Ask that you could be filled, because that filled me. It really did. Did I still wake last night? Did I start feeling the birthday blues? Yes. This morning I woke up, I was like, ugh, first person to call me was my mother, and I was like, okay, thank you. Going to work now, because, I understand why she's doing it now, because she's old and she's scared. So the past few years, she's been nice, but once in a while her mask falls off and she shows her true self again. But I'm just like, whatever. I'm very neutral towards it. Actually, I pity her. I feel bad for her because it's like, better luck next time. And I feel the same way for my uncle. But it's that sense of distance between you and Source Creator, that your true father, mother. Because like they say in Hermetics, no one is fatherless, no one is motherless. Because Source Creator is your father and mother, your true creator of your soul. Your earth parents are merely the pathways. They're merely the gateways that you came through into this realm. Does that make that important? Yes, it does. It does make that important. I'm a mother myself. I have 2 kids. That makes that important, because they're supposed to help keep you while you're here, They're supposed to take care of you while you're here when you're young, right? So yes, it has a lot of importance. But they only could do the best they can with what they got. Just remember that, and I know, I knew since I was 5, my mom's soul was a heck of a lot younger than mine, and hers was, unfortunately, through what she went through, and my uncle through what he went through, their souls were severely damaged. Their spirits were severely, I shouldn't say their souls are always perfect, their spirits became severely damaged, and they're going to have to work it out in another lifetime. All right, guys. So yeah, this is going to be a heck of a day for everyone, not just myself, for everyone, because the gateway is actually opening. And last night was a heck of a night. Lots of energies just shooting through me. I was just chilling out on my couch after doing my taxes, and the biggest, it was terrible, just came right up my left leg, jolted me right awake, where I just screamed. I was like, ah! And it was a rough night, just seeing things and hearing things. And when it comes to what's going to happen, when it comes to, you know, things coming to the surface, like I said, you lance a boil, all the crap comes out, right? Then you have to clean it away. And like I told you guys, you know, March, with the gateway energies coming in, this is going to give the push to literally chase the roaches out of their hiding place and the rats out of their hiding place. There's no place the dark can hide. They're not going to be exposed. And it's all, especially starting today. It's this week is gonna, stuff's already been coming out, but like major things are gonna start bursting out. Okay, guys, thank you for listening. And yeah, we got the victory already. And I have my book signed. I have this Saturday coming up, the 9th of March at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have a Reiki healing tapping circle, meditation circle going on. I do it via Zoom video conference, and also on the 23rd of March, I'm doing it also. It's only $22. Hope you guys can join me. It's very effective. Also, if you have like insomnia, it works really well too. Everyone's like, oh my God, I got knocked out afterwards. That's what I use when I can't sleep myself. And to also, you know, help release and cut cords and things like that. And the 16th of March, I'll be in Atlanta, Georgia. I put in my community page. I have the address, all the information. The Edgewood community, Barnes & Noble in Atlanta, Georgia at 11 a.m. on the 16th of March. I'll be doing book signing, story time, and I even made a nice little poster where the kids can color in the butterfly wings for themselves. I give that out, and I sign that too for the kids. All right. So guys, yeah, heck of a time. And if you're interested in a session, go to higherrealmholistics.com. You could also order the book online, any major online book retailer, or you could order it through me. It takes like 3 to 5 weeks to get it through me, because I have to sign it and then get it out to you guys, get it from the publisher first. Okay, so peace out, Lady V. Love you guys. Bye.